Hello, hello. It is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot. This time for the moon in Capricorn. This is May 25th through the 27th. I would say this is like the let your emotions go and the get shit done moon, but this is a holiday weekend in the US and it is like the summer kickoff holiday weekend of Memorial Day. So it's typically a time when people host memorial type ceremonies for passed away loved ones and whatnot. So, it could be a calmer moon, but I highly doubt it with all of the, whatever happened with the full moon, and just Gemini season as a whole. But it is kind of a party weekend, party responsibly. That's all I have to say. We do have Venus in Gemini trining Pluto in Aquarius. So Gemini is an air sign. And Aquarius is an air sign. So as all of these planets move into Gemini, they're going to immediately make this trine to Pluto in Aquarius. And so, it could be a lot to do with, humanitarian. I'm feeling a lot about like AI and transhumanism and the merge or not merge of humans and technology. And we have a lot going on with AI, with GPT for Omni. And I think Google Gemini is released, or it's going to be released. And I think that's their version of an AI type thing, similar to OpenAI. But it's, I don't know, Transformers keeps popping into my brain, right? Like, they were vehicles and they transformed into superheroes. But I think, and I also heard, was it Tinder that dropped that AI could now go on a date for you and you don't have to go meet the person the first time? Like, what? I'm a huge fan of AI to an extent. I think it's super helpful. I use ChatGPT. I can't wait to see GPT 4.0. But I think it's also an unrefined technology. I know that there is AI for astrology, but honestly, here's what I'm gonna say about astrology and AI. One, you're not getting my intuition or any other astrologer you choose to work with. You're not getting their intuition if you're consulting an AI. Two, they're not accurate and up to date, because I have used ChatGPT to search for certain transits. It doesn't know because its knowledge is not up to date. And so there may be inaccuracies, and it doesn't understand energy, right? It understands the sciencey, the language part of astrology. What are the key characteristics of Gemini versus Aquarius versus Libra? Okay, it understands those things, but it doesn't understand the energy combination or whatever of what Gemini and Aquarius may look like together. It understands it in like a science, like I said, in an exact science kind of way, but it doesn't understand it in an energetic kind of way, right? And so there are some reasons to be cautious with AI, but there are some reasons to embrace it, love it, and all of the things. And so, but I think with, Jupiter and Gemini, particularly, and all of the planets coming, Venus and eventually Mercury will come into Gemini and trine Pluto in Aquarius, there is something to think about with regard to how we move forward with artificial intelligence or even augmented reality or anything of the sort. So just be cautious, but also be open, because things are obviously going to move to more technological space, and how you interact and engage and keep yourself updated And this could be where humans pull the plug and be like, no, we're not going to do all the tech. I know a lot of people like that don't even want to get into tech to that degree. And that's okay too. I think there's room for all of it. But anyway, as we move through this moon Capricorn, totally digress there, but that's all right. As we move through this moon in Capricorn, again, it's a release of emotion, and you've got Venus trine Pluto plus Jupiter now in Gemini. So again, lots of information, and also the moon in Capricorn is more at its detriment. So it's not as emotional, it's not as nurturing. I always think like a moon in Capricorn, like people could just say the harsh thing just because there's no emotion attached to it, or there's less emotion, there's less nurturing. And so it's sometimes an opportunity to just say the thing, because you may not get the same emotional reaction as you normally would, or feel as emotional. But I also think it's like, it could be, if you're not somebody who does, holiday weekends, it really could be the weekend to get shit done. You've focused, you've got, the plan in place, and you can execute some shit and get something done. Yeah, so I think all in all, it's a stay on your game, but at the same time, if you feel like having fun and doing the barbecue thing and all of that, like that's just gonna be, right? So anyway, okay, so I did a little icebreaker question yesterday that was kind of about me, but let's do something that's more everyone. So if you could go anywhere for a summer vacation, like a week off, 7 full days off of any responsibilities, where would you go? Where would you go? That's my question. Maybe I'm going to do this more often just to have a little fun, bring a little fun. Somebody told me the other day I needed to smile more. I smile a lot. It's just that my entertainment is not what everybody else's entertainment is. So anyway, let's see what's up with the Star Trek Next Gen Tarot and all that. Oh, the Fool upright. Data. Speaking of transhumanism. Can't make that shit up sometimes. The Fool is naturally curious. It's a natural curiosity to something new. It's a brand new journey. Remember, for the Sag moon, we got the renewal card in the ancient feminine wisdom, and now we get the Fool in the tarot. And so I think there's something about like that natural curiosity, like whatever you let go of during that full moon in Sag, is now opening up something new for you, and a new venture, a new opportunity. And so, at this point in the game, okay, every opportunity ought to be considered to some degree. It doesn't mean you have to take every opportunity, but you should at least explore it and see what's available for you. Maybe it's even like you don't want to take that opportunity, but maybe you want to shift the current game that you're playing, or if you're an entrepreneur and you see an opportunity and you explore that opportunity, you're like, that doesn't work, but it works if I shift my already existing business to do this thing, right? Like maybe if you're a transcriptionist and you add AI to your transcription. I actually have tried that before. I need to try it again. But I wanted to add like a transcript to my videos, and I have looked at doing an AI transcript. But then I would have to go back and edit the transcripts, because it's never going to get all of especially the Star Trek terminology, but it also doesn't always get like the mythology terminology and things like that. So it is something that like I'd have to put in some work into. But my point is that, if you're a transcriptionist, maybe AI would be supportive, because you could just go back through and edit versus having to hand type or hand transcribe the whole thing. So it's like, it doesn't have to, you don't have to take every opportunity, but you can at least explore every opportunity to see what's going to actually enhance or make your life easier, versus staying in your own rutted place where things take 10 hours to do, right? Or however long it takes to do. Anyway, so let's see what's up with the ancient feminine wisdom. I'm really liking this deck for doing these videos. Have fun. We got Helen. Beauty. Interesting. Well, seeing the beauty in everything. Seeing the beauty in a potential new opportunity that you may not take, but seeing the beauty in what it opens up in what ideas it opens up for you, what conversations it opens up for you, things like that could be part of the beauty. Beauty does not necessarily have to mean a supermodel. It could be just a beautiful conversation or a beautiful, wow, that came out of nowhere type of thing, right? So, be open and available to receiving what opportunities are available. You don't have to fully you don't have to have AI go on a date for you, but you can certainly have AI help you in your daily, right? And we're already kind of doing that. Isn't that what all of those home devices are, is AI? But anyway, okay, that's what I got for this moon in Capricorn. Of course, check the links below for working with me, giving me a tip, which would be in place of a super chat, or whatever the case. The Awakening Spirit Collective, my affiliate link is below for that, where I dive deeper over there because it's behind a paywall. So can't give everything away for free, right? So, but if you do want to work with me, of course, the links for the readings are below and all of that. So, all right, talk to you soon.